Yeah. So for this Kumbh, when I was thinking that what it shows, again, I went through the body thing and then find out that okay, what really it meant, right? So first we need to understand the history. So it was started by Adi Shankaracharya. I think everybody knows Shankaracharya, right? So Shankaracharya started it. So before that also what used to happen that there used to be a Magh Mela. It used to be happen in January and February, and people used to stay on the river bank for 1 month and go and take dip in the Ganga or Yamuna, any of these rivers. For Shankaracharya, we don't see any history of Kumbh Mela. It's only the Magh time. That month was like okay, Magh is the one of the month in the Hindu calendar. So according to that, they used to go and stay near the river bank. It was kind of a penance, right? In northern India, it's very cold, and then people will leave their house, make a hut or a tent, and live there, and go and take dip there and do take chanting and do homa. It was kind of a penance in 1 year. We know that Adi Shankara was very great philosopher, right? So what he said, slowly, he tried to invite people. For inviting people, the Panchang, which is the Hindu calendar, when it used to come, he used to say that these dates are very important. Let's meet at this point. So he had four places where the Kumbh Mela is basically located. So he will say, okay, this year we all are going to meet at this place. So for 6 years, it will be only a month long bathing in the river, and it will be normal people will go and do whatever they have to do. Every 6 year, it will be like Ardh Kumbh, means half Kumbh, and then every 12 years it will be full Kumbh. So all the sannyasis, all the akharas, all the Hindu missionaries, all the sampradaya, the panchang go to everyone. So by that, they all know where to go and where to meet. And what was the reason behind this big meeting? The reason was Shankaracharya always wanted everybody to come and debate with each other. So debating is a very good culture. When you debate, when you question answer, you understand things. But olden days, how to tell, how to communicate with everyone to come at the same time? It was not possible. But you put in the calendar that, okay, this is the time we are meeting here. So everyone will come there and they will come, they will live 1 month together. Basically, it's of 45 days. They will live together and they will talk, they will debate and share their experiences, that what's going in their life, what they are doing, and teaching each other. Many times when we don't travel, when we don't meet other people, what happen? We think that whatever we are doing is the best way to live life. We become very egoistic, that I know the best, my path is the best. But when we meet other people, when we understand their culture, we see that, okay, mine was good, but their path is also good. It is also beautiful. So mutual understanding happens. So Shankaracharya always wanted everyone to talk to each other and see different culture. So in India, we know that like so many cultures are there in India. So many, every state, everyone have a different way of living, different food culture, different way of worshiping. So it was a kind of a conference kind of thing, that everybody is coming, everybody is talking to each other and learning from each other and debating with each other. And during this debate, when you are doing a penance, a tapasya, tapa, so you are reaching the height of spirituality also. So that was the main reason behind to start this kind of Kumbh Mela. But then there is a beautiful story behind also. So we all know that the Vedas have different mantras. To describe those mantras in Puranas, they have written stories. It is called Kumbh. First, we have to understand what is Kumbh. Kumbh is called the pitcher. A big pitcher is the Kumbh. and it has Amrit, nectar inside it. So the story starts that the Devtas, the demigods, and the Asuras, the people who are not very good, we cannot say them demon, they are like people who are not very good, who are like cruel kind of people. They both wanted to get the Amrit, the nectar. So the question comes here, why they want the nectar, the Amrit? Because they don't want to die. Everyone is afraid of dying. Demigods are also afraid of dying, and these asuras are also afraid of dying. So now, can anybody tell me what is there in the body which is afraid of dying? Yeah. So when we see, we found out that the ego inside us, the I, the identity inside us is always afraid of dying, right? Yeah. So it is afraid of dying, that one day I will die. So they both decided that, okay, let's find an answer for this. Now, interesting thing is here, the demigods and these cruel people, the asuras, at the one point they are same. They both are operating on the egos in the identity. That's why they are afraid of dying, right? Yeah. So they are afraid of dying because they all have the ego tendency. Now the devtas, the demigods, they are better. They look towards supreme consciousness and try to become like that. They are not, they haven't reached there. They are looking towards that. They're trying to become like a supreme consciousness. But the asuras, they are totally into illusion, delusion, and maya. They are in that circle, dancing in the circle. They have sadness, happiness, suffering, this, that, and they are living in that. So, little bit difference between them. The devtas are looking towards supreme. They want to go reach the highest consciousness, but these people doesn't want to reach higher consciousness. They want to be in the circus of life. But at this point, they both are same. They both have ego. The ego doesn't want to die. They want something to become immortal. So they will never die. So then they decided that let's do one thing. Let's churn the ocean. So the name of the ocean is Bhavsagar. I will tell you the meaning of Bhavsagar later. And then they got a mountain called Mandar. And then they say that this big snake called Vasuki, that we will take and we will churn the ocean. The moment they put the mountain in the ocean and started churning, the mountain started slipping down because nobody knows the depth of the ocean. So then they ran to Bhagwan Vishnu and then they asked for the help, that can you come and help us? So he took the tortoise avatar, and he said that, okay, I'm going into the ocean bed. You can keep the mandar on my back and then you can churn. So they did that. They started churning. The first thing after the churning happened was the poison came out. The name of the poison was halahal. And it was so poisonous that everybody started burning with it. So now the Vishnu is already down there. So they ran to Shiva for help. That Shiva, now you come and help us. So when they all of them, when they went to Shiva, Shiva said, okay, give me that poison, I will drink it. And Shiva took the poison and drank it. That's why the Shiva's neck is blue, and we call him Nilkant, the one who has a blue neck. This is the story. Okay. Now I will break the story into how it happens inside our body. So they say that the name of the ocean is Bhavasagar. Now we have to understand the meaning of bhav. The meaning of bhav in it's a Sanskrit word, and the meaning is, it means that being, and in Hindi the meaning is hona, like just being there, just being. So it's not that this ocean was somewhere in the cosmos here and there. No, the being had that ocean inside. We all are beings, right? So we have that ocean inside us, right? Now all the time, everyone have two personalities. Everyone try to get towards the super consciousness, and the other part of us wants to have fun, wants to enjoy life, right? One part of us wants to reach supreme, the other part of us wants to have fun, enjoy, go into maya, have delusion in life and live life, that, right? All of us are always juggling between this, right? So that symbolize the demigods, devta and asuras between us. Then after that, they have that Mandar Parvat, right? The Mandar Parvat is the mind. The Mandar Parvat is the mind. Then we have this Vasuki Nag, the big snake. That snake is kind of all the desire juggling us. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Right? And when the people who have done the healing things through identity and all, they know that once the healing starts, when you start seeing your passion patterns inside you, when the healing start, the things which comes out of you, your fear, your anger, your stress and everything, it all become like a poison for you, right? Sometimes it gets so hard when you look inside that, okay, it's me, so many problem inside me. Like when we do the healing, like true identity kind of thing, we see so many things coming out. Initially all the bad things come out, nothing good comes out. So all this bad thing is like poison. So what happened, the moment the bad thing starts coming out, most of the people stop their spiritual path. They get scared. They say that, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. I am done now. The people who struggle with true identity, the people who try to heal themselves, they go beyond the level of poison. And what happened when the healings are happening, when you are thinking about yourself, your consciousness, at that time, when you get too disturbed, you try to go to someone who is above you, towards a guru, a teacher, a god, or something, to tell them for ask for help. So same thing, when the poison came, they went to Shiva to ask help. What did Shiva do? Shiva took the poison and drank it. What does the gurus and teachers and God do? They help us to come out of that situation. First, we have to churn ourselves to get the poison out. Then only somebody can interfere and help. If we are not churning, nothing coming out, nobody can help us, right? So they crossed the first line. When the poison was gone, then 14 kind of precious things came out of the ocean. They were churning, 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 like precious stone. Even they say Lakshmi came out. Dhanvantri, who is the god of Ayurveda, he came out. Cosmic architect, some I don't remember his name, he came out. Then the Kamdhenu cow, she came out. So many kind of 14 kind of different things comes out. So what these 14 kind of different precious things symbolize, when you cross the poison and you keep your practice alive, you will start getting powers and siddhis, right? That we all know. That we all know, right? When the practice is there, we start getting powers and siddhis. So those powers and siddhis indicate 14 kind of precious things in our life. After that, in the last, the pot of nectar comes out. Okay, now let's understand. The first thing was poison. The 14 things after that was something which is very precious. So the God is so smart. First, he gives you poison, then he gives you 14 kind of things to keep you busy in those things. Too much money, too many things, whatever you want, you will start getting it. So you forget the higher consciousness. So these 14 things come in the Maya. These 14 things are illusion. And most of the time, what happened? We all get busy with these 14 things, right? We feel very happy. We get busy with these 14 things. So these 14 things are indication of Maya. And after that, at last, the nectar comes out. What is nectar? It's the self-realization. The nectar is inside us. It's the self-realization. It's the bliss. It's the ananda. It's the pure amrit, pure nectar. So when it came out in a picture, now the gods were afraid that if Asura will drink it, they will also become immortal. They will never die. And then there will be always fight, and there will be too many bad people. So again, Vishnu Bhagwan has to come in. He took a avatar of a Mohini avatar, right? The Mohini avatar, like beautiful, beautiful lady. He became like a beautiful lady and took the picture in his hand and started dancing. And he was trying to give the Amrit to only Devtas, demigods, not to the Asuras. He did not wanted bad people to become immortal. So what happened, whenever some entertainment comes in front of our eyes, we forget everything. And that is true for today. When we start watching reels on our phone or something, we forget everything. So these Asura, when the dance started happening in front of them, they forget about the nectar. They got busy in the entertainment, in the dance, in the music. And meanwhile, when they were busy in the entertainment, Bhagwan Vishnu, who took the Mohini avatar, he started giving the nectar to all the devtas to make them more powerful, to make them immortal. And then they say, when of the Asuras, Rahu Ketu, he saw that he is changing the picture. When he's coming to the Devtas, the picture changes. When he comes to the Asuras, the picture changes. So somehow he saw that. So he changed his attire like a god. And then he went and sit with the gods that, okay, if I will drink, I will also become immortal. And he drank it. He drank it. But sun and moon, they both saw him changing his physical body, changing him from Asura becoming to Devta. They saw it. So they complained to Mahavishnu that this is Asura and he is drinking the nectar. So Mahavishnu took his chakra and cut his neck. And then they say that there was a big fight for the nectar, and some drops of nectar fall in the four places. These four places, every 12 years, they perform like Kumbh. They said that the nectar is there, and when the star planetary some calculation is there, every 12 years the same thing happen, and then they say, okay, this place you go and take bath, still they have the some drops of nectar, and maybe you will become immortal, or it will help you in your spiritual life or whatever. So the story is that. So the story shows that everything is happening outside, but everything is happening inside our own